G'day. Maybe ignorance of the law has to be an excuse. Thomas Jefferson famously said that ignorance of the law is no excuse for breaking that law. The onus is on you as the individual to know what the laws are and make sure that you act within them. It's a fundamental tenet of our legal systems and frankly a fundamental principle of society. Now, by all accounts, Thomas Jefferson was a pretty smart fella, but he didn't have to deal with Twitter. He didn't have to deal with Facebook and social media and fake news. These days, we are constantly bombarded with such a string of fake news that we don't actually know what the rules are anymore. Certainly here in Malaysia, with our movement control orders, as we call them here, our MCOs, I actually don't know what the laws are anymore. It seems like every day, well, it doesn't seem like, it is. Every day I turn on social media to find a story of somebody who has broken a law that I didn't actually know was a law. And then of course it turns out 24 hours later that they didn't really break the law, it was just somebody misinterpreting what the law should be, and so in fact they haven't broken a law. And so we as a society, as a community here in Malaysia, get totally confused and befuddled about what the laws actually are. And there doesn't seem to be any one central place for us to go to even check what those laws are. They implement these new MCOs and they tell us to go and follow the SOPs, but then they don't have the SOPs available anywhere for us to check. And so again, it comes down to interpretation on a daily basis, which seems to change and seems to be fluid. Now, this is not necessarily a statement about Malaysia. It's a statement really about how social media has become such an important part of our news cycle. It's a place that we go to as a place of authority. And the challenge with that, especially as an expat in a foreign country, non-English speaking country, I rely on social media a lot of times to get the interpretation of those laws and of the various rules and restrictions that are put in place. I don't even know whether I've broken the law or not. Chances are I probably have. In fact, maybe actually saying this out loud is possibly breaking the law in Malaysia. That's a different story. But again, it's not a statement about Malaysia. It's a statement of the state of the world as it relates to social media and as it relates to fake news. If the onus still continues to be on us, the individuals, to understand what the laws are, which I accept it kind of has to be, then the onus also has to be on the government, on the legal system, to have a place where we can all go to find out. And what about those people that don't have access to the internet, don't have access to social media? The older generation, how do they know what the laws are if the laws are constantly changing? So this idea that ignorance under the law is no excuse, I get it, I accept it, but I wonder how we have to live with that and move with that in this modern world of social media and, dare I say it, fake news. Interesting thought. What do you think? Do let me know your comments in the comments below. Alrighty, that is it for today. I do thank you for your time, and I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.